While the West is still reeling from the recent technological stocks crash, African businesses are moving on with lessons learned. The experience of African enterprises in the field of e-commerce still needs to be better understood and publicized. Here now we talk to some of Kenya's success stories in this field.
AfricaOnline.com, which is our portal initiative, is something that we've been working on in terms of redesign, relaunch for the past approximately 1 year. We've seen already an increase of 50% in terms of the user base of the portal in the last 1 month, and so we're expecting quite a substantial growth in that area. Yeah.
With the changes that are going on in the West, as much as they are in the West, they're not affecting what's happening a lot in Kenya. Because the business strategy in the West is totally different from the way it is in Kenya. We have actually about 4 features now. One is an online mall called Virtual Mall. The other is called AfroShops. What this is an export mall where Kenyans are able to export their products out of the country. Also with the Knowledge Resource Center, which is Africana, we're able to compile data. And this is helping us a lot with building people's internet.
We've created a website called restaurantsnairobi.com, which is a restaurant guide for restaurants in Nairobi. It's also created the awareness of what you can do with the internet. Particularly for the restaurants, it's been a great opportunity for them to realize that this is a very viable way of increasing their business and making their businesses a lot more efficient. There's not just the booking online system, there's also a business-to-business model which is not up and running yet, but which will allow them to actually liaise with their industry partners as far as supplies and procurement is concerned.
Our target audience primarily are lawyers practicing in Kenya and in the region, and so far in Kenya all of them know about Law Africa at least. It has only been recently where certain companies like I would say Butterworth in South Africa, Junta in South Africa, and now Law Africa in Eastern Africa, that legal publishing has now gone online, or they've now started using electronic media.
The company is kelala.com, and it's basically an entertainment website. We are visibly present in most of the events, entertainment events that happen in Kenya. We're able to do an online promotions, online tickets, and advertise for them. Definitely the e-commerce industry will grow.
I think the touch centers have been very positive. I mean, they were in many cases the first so-called cyber cafes, and I think we're now at a stage where people even in secondary towns in Kenya are aware of the internet and use it on a regular basis.
The people who've actually come into eWorld and experienced the center actually do come back. They like the ambience, they like the speed of the services, and they like the ability to be able to research, so that's great. We've simplified the situation, and we've gone in and picked up sites. In every single category we have at least 5 to 10 sites which customers can come in and browse, and then from there they can expand.
We're tending to become more focused on the older solid companies. Internet technology is still useful for some of these large companies who can go into commerce or use internet technology to bring efficiencies in their business operations.
Our site is frequented by about 30 to 40% foreigners. 70%, between 60 and 70% are Kenyans. So we get a lot of orders from the States, Australia, and Europe. The problem is just completing that final transaction, because if it will cost you $30 to transact and get the money across, and yet the cost of the commodity is between $10 and $15, it doesn't make sense. The banks will have to come in to actually make it a little bit cheaper for e-commerce to take off on the internet in Kenya.
I think it's going to be a big thing, and the only way in Kenya is basically growth is, we are right now at almost zero level. That's what I would say. So the only way is up.
Things are getting better.